Hey YouTubers, this is Burn. Got a review today I've been looking forward to doing for a while. All the whole week that my video's been up. Actually, no. I've been wanting to do this even before I started my YouTube channel because I love this knife. And I haven't seen too many reviews on it. So here it is. The Cold Steel Spartan. What a beast of a knife it is. This thing is, first of all, just a beautiful knife. It's really well designed, looks really good, really nice to carry. It's a little hefty. Weight, we're looking at 9.2 ounces, but so it is a bit hefty, but feels really good. It's got a good grip. Really like I believe it's a Kopi blade, sort of a design. But really nice knife. Really love the way it feels. Really handles well. For blade length, we're looking at 4.5 is what it's pulling up there. So 4.5-inch blade. This is another of the Japanese AUS 8 stainless steel. Handle is Gryvex with steel liners, and just look at that when we take it apart here. Overall length, when it's open, looking at 10.5 inches. And it's got the triad lock, which I've shown you guys in other videos. Let's go ahead and break it down, and I'll do the pros and cons real quick. I wanted to get this video done tonight just because I've got a lot to do the next couple days. So, get this out of the way. I believe this is a T10. Yep, T10. Which I believe is what's... Yep. Alright, so I've noticed on the Cold Steel all their lock nuts are T10. Which is going to make taking these and disassembling these easier. You get the extra pocket clip. You can carry it on left or right side. I carry it for right hand carry. And another nice feature I like about this knife that I don't have written down, but I am going to mention it, is the quick, I don't know what you call it, quick release sort of a feature, where when you pull it out of your pocket, it's got like an edge on the thumb stud. I'll show you here on the blade. These are being stubborn. But it opens almost as if it's an automatic knife, or if it's assisted open with like a spring. I've been asked many times if it's spring or assisted open, and it's not. Oh, come on. Of course I want to do this quickly, so all the screws are going to be a little pain. Alright, I actually have never taken these screws out, so I didn't realize that they're as long as they are, because I've never switched it over. So those are some pretty lengthy screws there. But as I was talking about, when you pull it, put it in your pocket, and it's sitting there, sits in your pocket like so, when you go to pull it out, it catches, and the blade comes open like that. It does it much quicker. When you draw it, it takes a little practice to learn, but doing that quick draw is fairly effective, and it will pull it out with the blade already out. I like it. If people aren't aware of what you're doing, it will tend to kind of scare them or freak them out a little, if they've never seen this knife. Oh, that's a short little screw. Alright, set that there. These are T7s for your Torx. And at this angle you can kind of see the steel liner in there, but I'll show you more when I get this apart. And now that I know how these come apart fairly easily, I can take this apart without having everything fall all over. Kind of wiggle it, as I've learned with the Recon 1. Oop, there we go. Wiggle it, and it kind of pops apart. Although I'm wanting to leave the blade here. We're gonna leave the blade open. All right. See if I can't pry it a little. Oi. Alrighty, so that's not wanting to come. My other EDC is over. So we'll use what I call its big brother, the Raja 2. I have yet to write up a review for this one, but I definitely want to. It's another one of the knives that I love carrying, just because of its heft and its size. Oh, there we go. Had some dirt fall out on me there. And notice pull away from the blade as I get my fingers closer in there. Pull my fingers away, I should say, as I get the blade near there. My wife's up rustling around, moving stuff. Getting ready to go out of town tomorrow, so. And I believe, there we go. Alright. Okay, so there's the handle, Gryvex, and then here's your steel liner. Which, I don't know, eventually I'd like to mill it out, make it a little lighter. Because that is, I mean, it's not a big piece of steel. It's not thick by any means. But, wow. Triad lock on this one looks a little heftier, a little beefier. A little dirtier as well. You can definitely tell I've been carrying this knife a little longer than the Recon one. Oh, put the blade back in. And there's a steel liner on the bottom half. Get the washer line up there. Alright, so the pros. One thing I consider a pro that some people might not is the weight of this knife. It is a heavy, hefty knife. I know some people like to pack light. Some people don't like the feel of a heavy knife in their pocket. I'm not one of those people. I like the feel of a hefty, nice, heavy knife in my pocket. And it's a very large blade. I like the fact that it's got a nice large blade. But also the blade thickness is something else that I like a lot about this knife. The quick draw feature is, I gotta be honest, it's kind of something that when you're sitting at home and there's nothing good to watch on TV, I do find myself playing with that quite a bit. Okay, this is giving me some trouble going in. The cons, again, weight. If you don't like a heavy knife, if you like carrying lighter knives, this is going to be something that's a little heftier. And get that out of there. It's an odd shape to sharpen. I sharpened it last night. I shouldn't say I sharpened it. I polished the edge that was already on it. Kind of touched up a little, but I didn't really sharpen it. But because of that edge, or because of the shape of the edge, it's not just a simple, you know, draw. It's got the little dip in it. Man, this is kind of giving me a pain. Becoming a pain. Alright, maybe I'll break it down and try and assemble it that way. Broken down. I don't know. Oh, alright, well, the blade just came out on me. So, man, this is getting to be kind of a pain tonight. I was hoping this was going to be a quick review. But unlike my Recon, I didn't take this one apart ahead of time, so I really didn't know what I was getting into. And because of that steel liner, it's giving me some problems. Use its own blade to pry it apart here. But yeah, that, okay, here we go. Alright, and both my washers have fallen out. So with this one, you don't have the little, I don't know if it was brass or kind of a copper washer that you had with the Recon 1, but you do have a washer. Where'd the other one go? Here we go. Place it. There we, whoops. And set it Man, the lock on this one is really stiff, which I like, don't get me wrong. Oop. My washers keep wanting to fall out. Let's try to do this with the knife closed. Actually, let's try this. Try putting everything, well, not everything, but most of the stuff. Alright, here's what I've done, is I've assembled it on the bottom here. I'm going to try and get this clip to go in. Get everything to line up. Man, that is just a really, oh, there we go. Really beefy knife and really tough to get back together. Really tough. Alright, I got that back together. Tighten that down by hand. So there's that triad lock in the Spartan. Is a lot heavier duty than the Recon 1. But again, you can see what it looks like. But when I was looking at these knives, I wasn't really sure what that triad lock consisted of, because aside from the diagram that they have on Cold Steel's website, I wasn't really sure what it looked like or consisted of, how it really worked. I have found a couple videos since I purchased these showing the inner workings of the lock. Come on, it's not, something's not lining up. What is it that's not? Okay, well that lined up, so pop that in there. Tell me this is going to be a pain. So anyway, I carry this knife as an EDC, as I mentioned in my video, my EDC video I should say. I do like it. Can be a little hefty, but it's a good overall knife. Let's see if I can't. Man. Something just isn't going. I don't know. And this is getting kind of frustrating. Thinking maybe I took the wrong side of the knife apart. And by that I mean I think it would have been easier to take all the screws off on the other side. Man. Really kind of bummed with that. Because now I have a feeling I'm going to take this whole thing apart again. Alright. So much for a quick video tonight. I don't know why. See, here we go. I'll take these out as well, and we'll see if I can't situate all these better. Once I get everything. Ooh, I did not just lose that, did I? There it is. Make sure you keep all your hardware. That could really not be good. Losing your hardware. Oh. Alright. And hopefully by me disassembling this, showing you guys how it's made, showing you guys what holds everything together, you won't have to take yours apart and end up not being able to put it back together. Okay. So Okay, I got this bottom piece in. I'm going to go ahead and sink this screw in so it holds. Whoops, that was my T6. Yeah, this is already running a little longer than I wanted. Alright, now we've got to get this spring in here. Well, this is going to be easier if I can get this off. Alright, this is really going to be a pain with this knife. Hopefully the Raja 2 isn't that big of a pain. Maybe I can do some editing and make it so it doesn't take this long. I don't know, I'm not really familiar with YouTube's video editing yet, so I apologize for that. Hopefully the more I do this, the more proficient I'll become with that as well. Oh man, the spring really goes in there. That's a heck of a lock. Heck of a lock up. Oh. All right. Actually, one thing that I want to do is get some different materials and try making different handles. And I think one of the handles I'm going to make, see if we can't make a handle for this Spartan that's a different material. Nothing wrong with the one Cold Steel has. Just maybe customize it a little differently. I plan on doing uploading a video about knife customizing and just doing things that you can add, or doing little things here and there to your knives. Either out of preference or choice. Maybe it makes something that you like, or just the fact that it makes your knife yours. I'll have a video on that. I've got a couple knives that I'm working on currently, and I'll upload that later on, probably next day or two. Well, not tomorrow, but definitely maybe the day after. So, and like I said, I'm going camping here soon, so I look forward to going out with my machete. Alright. Fully reassembled. I love that solid lockup. Price wise on this, I think I paid around 60 bucks. And I think it was well spent, every penny of it. Love it. One of my favorite knives to have, to carry, to use. The Cold Steel Spartan. I'd say giving this a rating. I gotta think real quick. For giving this rating out of 5, just because of the blade shape and the making that a little difficult to sharpen, I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5. One other thing I wanted to mention about this pocket clip is if you are using it, be very careful about things such as like your couch cushion or not the arm of your couch, chair, whatever. because if it can get into material and catch it and snag it, it will. I've got a good sized hole in the arm of my couch from this catching it and tearing it. But there it is. That's the Cold Steel Spartan. Go ahead and give that a 4 out of 5 stars for my review. Well worth the 60 bucks. I gave my brother one of these as a wedding gift, and he loves it. So this is Chaotic Burn. Hope you enjoyed the review. Have a good one.